I just wanted to say this is my first class with Dr. Tubi. We just met last week. However, I have been in the personal development space for decades and I have everyone's mastermind, like everyone's, Russell Brunson, like I sign up for everything. And I've never seen anyone teach it the way that she just taught it. Like I just have, it just activated everything I've ever learned. And I'm like, oh, that's what they meant. That's what that was. And then just new things as well. So this is next level. The way you just broke that down, I just understood everything on a whole different level. Ah, so good. Thank you.
I've been in Dr. Tubi's master classes before, and it's kind of like you hear something new every time. But I mean, it's kind of like we're all here because we want to be and have and do a better quality of life. We want to make a difference. We want to be a blessing. We want to shine our light in our own unique way. We want to get better at that. And the idea we're spiraling up all the time. So the idea is where I was last year and where I am today is different. So my capacity or the level of understanding I have has shifted. My consciousness has shifted. So I'm open to things. And maybe I've heard it before, but it has a different meaning now. And we're all on a journey here, and we're all, again, spiraling up. So this is wonderful. Then thank God for Dr. Tubi in the sense that, she's here teaching. She's being a great light in the world because, as Mina just said, it's you've heard the stuff before. You've read the books. But all of a sudden it resonates or it hits or it you can absorb it or you can take it in. And then what happens is we become an expression of that. It becomes part of us, so we can be a blessing in our own way.
I've been in this masterclass probably each time the Dr. Tubi has it and rewatch parties, but every time I see it, I watch it, it's like first time. There's all because my mind is changing. So every time I pick up something new and it sounds like brand new. So Dr. Tubi can run this for 10 years. I'll come to each one of them. And I know each one of them they'll be sounding like new. So thank you so much.
I am just blown away, right? Um, of course, I've heard those before, but today they sounded brand new. And the one that have fumbled in the past, not now, not today, after today, that's the past, is the credibility, because you always want to be a vision of what is happening in their lives. Like Dr. Tubi said, they have to see themselves in what you're offering. And so I'm still working with that, but I know by the end of the day, that won't even be a conversation anymore either. So thank you.
I want to say thank you to Dr. Tubi because she's changing my life. She really amazing on teaching. I dealt in my life with thousands and thousands of people. I built an empire, not too many. They have the gift that you, Dr. Tubi, have on breaking it down and really teach the way you're gifted. And so I want to thank you for one thing. Remember who you are? Wow, I really have to remember that, and authenticity is your assets. You do not have to be like her or him. People are not looking for copy, they're looking for authenticity. And I have to remind myself this one too. So I think it's amazing. Thank you very much, Dr. Tubi.
So this is my first time, okay, listening to Dr. Tubi's story. Amazing, unbelievable. Now, you have to understand that I relate so much to you. I'm also of an immigrant family. I have one of these long names, so Maggie. I was 7 when I first started learning English. Over the years, I got rid of the accent. I'm also polyglot. This is a different story. But I you have to understand that I don't really want to speak, but everybody's talking about, no, Maggie, you got to speak. Like you got to go do this. You got to go do the speaking. I was a teacher. I taught for 3 years, which is something that's such 30 plus years ago. But anyways, I feel like I can do it. So when people are telling me that, I'd be a natural speaker, I'm like, yeah, that would be great. But just thinking about speaking in front of this room. So listening to you talk about like having that confidence in front of people, it's different when there are a bunch of little The word was mocoso. Mocoso means snotty-nosed little kids. You're in front of the kids, and yeah, that's different. You're the adult in the room, so yeah, you're the authority. But in front of a room like that, give me a minute. Give me a month. I need more Dr. Tooby. I still don't know who Eileen is, so I'm learning as I'm going along. But thank you. The other thing that I got from this was I had no idea there were two different types of speakers. So yeah, so I'm learning. Thank you. Just wanted to share that.
I just want to share about, when she talked about the unshakable confidence. Um, I just wrote down here that fear doesn't get the final word because um, I just had an event where I'm normally not afraid to speak at all and be in my power, but there was a middle piece that I hadn't practiced enough. And my big celebration though was that I ended up in that piece just casually going back to the podium. I'm not a podium girl, but just kind of glancing at my notes. And so it was like very casual and I didn't make it a big deal. But like inside, I was freaking scared because I hadn't ever experienced that before. But it's good to experience it because what she said about fear, not getting the final word, that's something that's hitting home for me today. Like I didn't let it get the final word.
I really thought that, what Dr. Tooby said about, the fruit that we don't see the roots and how important it is to get those roots. I really connected with that because that's the same thing that I'm saying to my clients and to people who follow me. And I think that is really important because what we see oftentimes is, the ones that made it and the ones that are a few years ahead of us. And then we think, okay, like, I'm thinking, how can I get up to speed fast instead of just, making sure my roots are in order and not just chasing. So, I really, yeah, uh, great. Thank you so much for that one, Dr. Tooby.
And what really resonated with me today was just the idea of, everyone has a different way of selling, and you have to find what works best for you. And I experienced that on a, small scale, even just doing my first master class and like going through the ropes, but then being able to see, okay, like this is how I can tweak it to be a little bit more authentic to my voice and my persona, my charisma, so I can connect more with my audience, and just make it feel, more real and easier, right? And so I think that's kind of like what gravitated me towards you so much is like you make it look so easy, and I'm like, I want it to be easy for myself too. So I'm always going to be here to continue to learn until, the mark lands. So thank you.